Hello everybody, yes, it is me, PD Boy, back again with a brand new video, and today in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about the next Alberta election. Now, the Alberta election's not going to happen anytime soon, at least not for another year and a half. Now, how the election's going to go, and this is going to be very subject to change, okay? So, this is just based on how things are going right now as we speak, and how things could evolve over time based on a multitude of factors. Because this could really go any way. I do think Smith is going to win either way. It's just by how much. Okay? Because the NDP, with Rachel Notley no longer leading it, has Naheed Nenshi. Now, Naheed Nenshi isn't extremely popular. Now, he is very popular among progressives and liberals. But he doesn't quite have the Notley appeal to more moderate conservatives, which I think they do have the potential, particularly with the Progressive Tory Party, to take just enough votes from him to split enough seats. And here's the other thing. Now, I know with Danielle Smith, she has one key issue, which is the separatist parties. Now, how they perform is... that's where the real question comes in. Because Danielle Smith, how she handles the separatist issue and how they even answer the polls. Because here's the thing. There is plenty of separatist voters out there that will definitely vote yes to separate in the referendum this year. That will probably vote for Danielle Smith when the next election comes around. They would probably even vote for Pierre Poilievre. Let's be honest, 90% of them are probably going to do either one. You know, vote for Danielle Smith provincially, vote Pierre Poilievre federally. And that's the other thing, speaking of that, what if we have an election around the same time? What if it suppresses the... because here's the thing, I do think there is a chunk of the vote that is determined based on who's running the country federally. Because if we have Pierre Poilievre, I do expect separation. It probably won't go away, but it'll probably calm down quite a lot. And how that... now, 6%... now, I know they're not all for separatists, but let's be honest, the vast majority are. So, and this is how I've been... this is entirely based on how things are going to go right now. And yes, I am using turnout, like votes and all, but ignore these... pay more attention to these because these are more important. So let me just explain, as I put these numbers in, why I think these are going to go the way they go. So Naheed Nenshi at 35%. So here's the thing. He does not have quite the appeal that Rachel Notley in 2023 had. Mainly because she managed to appeal to progressive, liberals, and even moderate conservatives. Naheed Nenshi is probably going to get two of them, which is progressives and liberals. Rachel Notley had quite the special appeal to moderate conservative voters. Naheed Nenshi does not. And this is where I think you could see the election for the NDP side probably resemble something like what happened in 2019. And who knows, Smith could probably get back up to around 55% of the vote. Who knows? If she does this well enough, that's why I'm giving her 53 right now. It could be higher. Progressive Tories at this rate, they're probably going to get 6% of the vote. The sovereigntists or separatists, whatever you want to call them, probably at 3.4. The Greens are probably going to be at 0.4. The Alberta Liberals, I know the poll shows them at 2%. I think they'll probably be around... now, I know these are not 100%. I know the sum can go over 100%. It'll still predict anyway. So, let's just run the simulation. And, yeah, no. So, I think it's going to be something like this. So, 59 seats for the UCP, 28 for the NDP. Now, Alberta is supposed to be gaining 2 seats in the legislature for the next election, so I'd say just add a seat, so 60 to 29. So So yeah, now this could go any way. Like we could maybe have even more of a Jason Kenney style majority for Smith. Because what if the next election happens, federally speaking, and Pierre Poilievre wins, the separatist movement is suppressed, and you could have, and Smith would probably get she might get this kind of margin. So I think for now, though, you're probably going to see something akin to, where was it? There it is. So I think in the mid, basically Smith's last margin, yeah, literally the exact same. Nothing changed. Because depending on the kind of votes too, because I think the appeal that Rachel Notley and Naheed Nenshi have are not the same. They're mostly similar, but I think there's voters that either one can appeal to and lose. And, yeah, so this idea that the progressive Tory party is going to take votes in the UCP, I doubt it. I think the UCP already have their base. I don't really see them going anywhere under 50% of the vote. So yeah, this has been a very short video, guys. That's really it from me. Unless I have anything else to bring up, I don't think so. So now, again, as I said, anything is subject to change based on how the independence referendum goes. I think it's going to get roughly 20 to 30% of the vote. And depending on how Smith handles it, I think Smith should be okay. I don't see anything too crazy heading towards the next, because anything could change, okay? But this is what could make or break, is how the referendum goes. But if Smith handles it correctly, if external factors benefit Smith, Naheed Nenshi could do something even more dumb and really screw himself over. You could see, you know what I mean? Maybe progressive Tories could really split the vote. But for now, I think it's going to be something similar to this. Because, I think, when you look at it, it's very 90% resembling what 2019 was. And I do think it's just not going to be the two-horse race that 2023 is. So, yeah, that's been it from me, guys. See you in the next one. Bye now.